Welcome to the Sebcast, the home of the #1 network for your life. This is where we think more slowly, look more deeply, and discover that Jesus didn't just work then, but is working now. There is something that almost all of us hate, but which is still a central part of faith: waiting. Not the small waiting, not the buffer for a few seconds waiting, but the waiting that becomes days or months or even years. The waiting where you know God can intervene, but He hasn't yet. Isaiah 40 verse 31 says, "But those who wait on the Lord will renew their strength." And if you're honest, it almost sounds counterintuitive, because waiting doesn't feel like strength. Waiting feels like exhaustion, like uncertainty, like a silence that lasts too long. This is exactly where Habakkuk finds himself in chapter 2. He has asked his questions, he has expressed his frustration, and now he waits. No quick solution, no immediate outcome, just waiting time. And this is where faith begins to deepen in a way that few people understand, because waiting time is not empty, it is formation. We want God to change our situation, but many times God uses waiting time to change us. The problem is, waiting time feels like an absence. It feels as if nothing is happening. But the truth is, God often works the deepest when it feels the quietest, when there are no dramatic breakthroughs, no clear signs, just waiting time. And maybe that's why so many people lose hope. Not because God isn't working, but because He isn't working at the time or in the way they expect. This is where our vision becomes practical, the #1 network for your life. Because waiting time is not meant to be carried alone. You need people who can wait with you, who reminds you just because you don't see it doesn't mean God isn't working. Practically, if you are in a waiting time, change your prayer from "God, when will you solve this?" to "God, what are you doing in me while I wait?" Because waiting time is not just waiting for an answer, it's waiting for transformation. Because those who wait on the Lord don't just get an answer, they are being changed. Until tomorrow, take care.